Alright, hello everybody, welcome in. Today we're doing more work on the GMTK game. It's been a bit of progress since last time I was streaming. Let me pull that up. This is what the game's looking like right now. You can hatch out and then move around. There's a bit of glitchiness with the snake currently, with the visuals, because I was testing out making it a connected snake instead of disconnected pieces. I think it's probably going to be reverted back later, but it's good to test it out. And then now, if you eat enough, you can grow and then get a larger size. And theoretically, at this size, you'd be able to eat larger objects to get more points. And then once I hit 10, it should grow again. No, it's 15. Never mind. There we go. And now we are even larger. So the things I'm going to work on today, there's a bit of the green screen showing. Just a sec. Let me fix that. There we go. Things I'm going to work on today. Originally, I was going to do something with the looping mechanism. That's not complete yet, though. So I'm going to pivot into maybe working on upgrades or a dialogue, one of the two, because those are probably going to be used. Yeah, I guess we'll do upgrades. So what do we want to do for the upgrade system? I guess we can do cards, similar to what I did for a lot of other games. Maybe I can just copy my code. What would be the game? Legend of Accio? Maybe I can just copy my Legend of Accio code. What was that made for? Not Bit Slayer. Not Planet Taker. Okay, maybe it's on this PC. Is it on the Git instance? What's this one? Hey Chip. It's going good. Yeah, I can show you the current game. Good luck with the jam, thank you. This is what the game's looking like right now. I was testing out making a connected snake. I don't think I like it. So I might try to convince Volcar to go back into disconnected. But I might need more opinions on that. But I don't like how jumpy it is. If you eat enough, you can grow, so I just grew there. And now if I get up to 15, it should grow again. Think separate segments would be better? Yeah. I might swap to separate right now, just so I can do some visual testing with it. So you can see here, I've now grown again. So theoretically, the zone 2, 3, and 4 could be worked on. The visuals for them. I don't know how much we want to grow. I just did, I think, ×2. Or something every time. Which I feel like works. Maybe girly. I've also removed the border so that I could test out the growing. What's the plan going to be for that? Are we doing like the medieval theme that was brought up? I mean, yeah, we could do that. Something that might be... Well, I guess the sound team is going in on that theme, so yeah, I guess we'll do that. Something that we could do is make it so that the snake is a pet of some wizard or something. And then he is going to wreak havoc now. So he starts off in the little pen here, then grows and can eat... What's the first stage? Maybe people? I don't know. And you start getting to the boss fights after you get out of the beginner area. And then the one after that, you go into the houses. And then the one after that, you start demolishing castles and stuff. And then maybe you go into eating the entire world. Yeah, there's a song that was posted in the sound chat if you want to listen to it. At least everyone was pinged in there. Oh, I guess the trial members weren't pinged. I think you have the trial member role because this is your first jam. Are you going to be doing tile sizes? So what I did here, I don't know if this is what we're going to do, but I think this makes the most sense. Where is it? World. So on time map layer 1, the tile size is normal. Time map layer 2, which would be zone 2, it is twice as big. So every tile equals 4 of the smaller tiles. So the same resolution, yeah. It's the same tiles. But just larger, so it matches up with the snake still. Yeah, I'm gonna change snake back to disconnected pieces real quick. Maybe later on for a polish patch, you can redraw the home area in the proper resolution so it doesn't look weird when you grow. Yeah, we could do that. One thing I also added, by the way, is I removed the plants from tile map layer, so you can see it's empty here. And then now, when the game starts, it will randomly generate the plants here. So it randomly spawns these objects, where it picks a random sprite, and then it just gets placed on. So now when you walk over grass, it does a little jiggle effect. Like you're rustling through the grass. And it also makes it randomized, but I mainly did it for the jiggle effect. Okay, snake. Body part. I'm going to comment out a lot of this. For now. Actually, that's fine. And then here... I'll swap that back to... Oh, I have a different body sprite now, though. Right. I have to export another version. Like this. Save as... Body 2. So now I drag body 2 in. Reset the animation. And the body part should look like that. A bit of a wind sway too if we wanted. True. Yeah, I kind of did that. But not really. I don't really have wind currents right now. But I added a system where every so often, one patch may do a tiny wiggle. I expect that later, got shares for that kind of stuff? Alright. Where is Snake? Here it is. Over here, I'm gonna uncomment out my twins. And then I will get my code. Browse source. This is the wrong repository. Source. History. Browse source. Source. Snake.gd. And then in here, we've got the twins. Here. So paste that back in. There we go. Yeah, I like this a lot better. The head is still jumpy, but... yeah, I'm gonna try to convince Valkara to go to disconnected. It fits a lot better with the music as well. We're kind of moving away from the chiptune cell. Where's the head? Oh, here. I am looking at it. And then over here... a QA tester just reported that there was no borders. But yeah, I removed those. I'll have to re-add them back. I'll leave the head, because I think that's fine. As this for now. If I... Oh, right. I can't take damage that way anymore. I'll take damage by looping. Alright, yeah, I like that. Oh, the collider doesn't change size again. Get out everything, git commit. Make snake detached. Again. Git push origin main. Oh yeah, the song that was posted in the sound chat is the one that I think is for the main menu. Alright, what do I want to look on first? Maybe upgrades has more priority than dialogue. But yeah, I'll look for my Accio code. Would it be Lumdare? No, I don't think Accio was made for Lumdare. Yeah, because this is, bulk grinder, I think. Heart zones. No, this is creature collecting one. What's it called? Window creatures. What are you looking for? My card code that I made for Legend of Accio. Here, I can show you the system. I was going to remake the system, but I might as well just copy in the code. The Legend of Accio. Because it's basically going to be the exact same thing. If I run this game real quick. Right, the game is slow to load. I forgot about that. This was a bullet heaven game we made a bit ago. So yeah, it's this system where you can select a card. Let me get to the upgrade cards. So yeah, it's this system. So you get 3 cards. There's flavor text on the bottom, description in the cards. You select one, and the other 2 go away. That's the exact code I'm looking for. What jam was this made for? Good old Wild Jam 70, so that would not be on the Forjo instance. The one thing I'll have to change about the card system, though, is we're going to have to make it so you can select the card with WASD instead of mouse. Because the current one is based on mouse. GitHub. Do I have Good old Wild Jam in here? If it is not the other one. Bracky's 10. It's not here? Oh, do I have it under an arboreal organization? No, I don't have an organization for that. Oh no, I do. Here it is. Is it in here? It is. Code copy. Let's go back, git clone this. So I get that system in so we can start doing upgrades and stuff. So yeah, the two systems I guess I can work on while I wait for the looping is going to be upgrades and dialogue. Once I copy this over, make it work. I guess I don't have to make it work with keyboard yet. That can be a later thing. Once I get that in, I can add a couple upgrades to test, and then we can get in the dialogue system, because that's less constructed up. I think the jam I'd be able to copy from for that would be... I guess it was the other good old wild jam for Devils in the Details, because that's the only one we really did dialogue in. Question is, where are we going to put it? Tutorial? Tutorial would make the most sense. Like maybe there's let's say you're a pet of an evil wizard, or maybe just a crazy wizard, crazy Dave energy. Maybe it's the one telling you what to do. Like it's guiding you after you hatched. And then the dialogue at the bottom of the screen would be going through that. Maybe there's some splash text from the wizard on the respawn cycle. We'll see. Okay, let's import the project. Oh, what Godot version would this make in? I guess it doesn't really matter because we're not going to be playing anyways. Import Godot Wild Jam 70. Oh, it already has it set. Okay, that works. UI level up. If I just play the scene, what happens? Cannot get parent. Right, because that's code to get the animal manager, so I can see what upgrades there's going to be. That should be good to just copy the scene though. What's the script? Menu text, level up screen. So if we just need this. Oh, and then level up cards. I don't need mouse handler, but I do need level card. What's this? Level text? Where's level text used? Oh, not here. Okay, I'll just copy these four. So level card to level card. Open up the project. Level card to level card. Make a folder in source. Make this be upgrades. And then drag that in. Okay, level up screen card object is source upgrades level card. I'm going to comment this out. Comment this out. There's not going to be an animal manager. Let me get music back. Where did I stop that? Anything in the errors? Yes. So this just starts as an empty array, and then you push back. The data player's defaults upgrades. And the reroll in here. Icons for each type. Would there be different types here? I guess we could do one icon for each upgrade. I'll comment these out for now, though. Load failed due to missing dependencies, small wave, theme, level up screen, menu text. Oh, right, there's menu text, and then the audio. We'll remove these. This one's icons. And sounds. Maybe instead of removing the sounds, I give them temporary ones. Do I have a random sound? I have a goose. Taylor, was this the Adagon dev? It is the Adagon dev. Is that the Timbo Day? Are you also participating in GMTK? Audio, let's just drag a goose in. And then make goose the sound for all these. You're not, okay. The game I'm making is... oh, it might crash. Okay, it's not gonna crash. It's kind of like Snake. Theoretically, though, you would loop around items to collect them instead of directly picking them up. That's not implemented yet, though. So currently, it's just basically Snake. And then if you eat enough, you grow in size, so you can eat larger objects. If I eat one more, there we go. We grow again. I'm currently adding in an upgrade system. I just need the card textures. Where's that stored? Animal card. I guess it's just card.png. Yeah, it's just card.png. Mouse handler is not there. I also need small wave. And what was in menu text? Okay, just changing the colors and stuff. That's fine. So copy over the card, maybe one of the symbols. Card.png, over here, drag that into here. Get rid of the mouse handler. Test name, type, test description. We need a symbol. So drag in symbol.png. The icon, I'll just drag in a frog. And that should be the card recreated. Now in here, was there really a reroll system? I swear there was. Oh, there was, but it was a perk of a certain animal. Okay, I'll remove it for now. And then here, I'll just make this not small wave, only say level up. And then the flavor text can just be at the bottom there. So if I play this, it does not do anything. Oh, because the scripts aren't attached. So I go back to level up. This might crash because I don't think it will have data. Or it won't do anything. Okay, it's because the persister checks to see whether it's upgraded, and if so, it shows it. Well, just to see whether it wants to upgrade. I could probably swap that to be a signal instead of using the persister. This is fine for now, though. So over here in world, I'll drag in level up screen into the canvas layer. Hide that by default. And then in world, when I hit a certain milestone, so let's say 5, var upgrades equals 0. I'll do 1. This one's going to be if score is greater than or equal to 5 times upgrades, then upgrades plus equal 1 persister dot persist data upgrading true. So if I hit 5, it should show the level up screen. If I eat 5 fruit. There you go. And then it crashes because there is no players in the data. I'm assuming there's not going to be multiple things you can play as. So I can just do an upgrades folder. How'd I do it in Accio? Parts, players. Wait, I actually define all the upgrades in here. Why would I do that? Okay, fair enough. I'll do a TXT file for each of them here. That's a bit cleaner. Parts. Upgrades. So what can be an upgrade? It can only be speed, because tech rate is a thing. Maximum health, true. Yeah, everything, you can do a lot of things relating to health. So max health. Enemy damage. True. I could add ability where you can dash forward a bit. So here we've got, I'll just call it max health for now. Health description, or I'll give it an actual description. Increase your maximum health by 20. Repeatable, true. Flavor, test. And then tags. So in the tags, we've got max health. Type is going to be max health. Name, max health. Malt. This won't be a malt, though. Did I only do malts in Accio? No, I did name and an amount. No, that's for things where it's adding. Okay, I only did malt. I mean, I guess I could do malt. Increase your maximum health, malt. Your prodigal. 1.2. Your first redeem is broken again? I'll report that to Bad Cop. I want my money back. We jamming? We jamming indeed. So max health. I'll do one for damage. Healing. And then I'll do a fourth one, so I can test out the populating. Maybe 5. So damage, healing, max health. What are some other ideas I can do? Oh, there's the dash. And then regeneration. Hey, Ryan. Healing. I'll do tastier food. Heal more from eating objects. This is food heal. Malt 1.2, sure. Food healing. damage. Bullet damage. Deal more damage with bullets fired at enemies. Bullet damage 1.2, and then regeneration is not going to be a mult. Let's get rid of all this. Regeneration. Automatically heal every so often. The name of this will be health. That will be 5. Time or cooldown will be 5 seconds. First time catch, nice. And then I'll copy this, put it over in dash. Dash. Gain the ability to dash forward using space. And no tags. No tag, test 5, no guidebook. Test 4, no guidebook. Okay. That still won't work because I haven't changed the level up screen. So over here, where do I get upgrades here? Bar upgrades equals data.data.upgrades. Upgrade. I'll do upgrade data for upgrades. And then for upgrade in upgrade data, I've set the key to be upgrade. And then push that back. Push back. Upgrade data, upgrade into that. And then return the upgrades. And that should get the upgrades from the data. So now if I eat 5 objects, it should populate that. This is one other spot I have to update. There's another spot. Invalid access to type. Okay, I'll comment that out. That's a different type because it's from the tags. Oh, there is an add. I just didn't use it. So now if I eat 5 objects again. it crashes. Invalid assignment of property key disabled on base object type null. Why shape null? Because it's mouse handler. Okay, I guess I'll comment that out. And then try that again. Crash on this data object call get tag value type. Right, because that's getting the property. So that you can populate the tag info. Oh, just set value to 0. And then I can add in getting the properties later. Same thing here? Yeah. Data type. Get data from type. Comment this out. And just do mult equals float tag value mult. I need one more root. There it is. And now it is reroll. So I have to comment out. That's the end of refresh upgrades though. So maybe we'll be good now. You have to comment this out of our final value equals 0. And it populates now. Okay, so we got the upgrade names and then the upgrade descriptions. They don't fit because the text, but it is better. And I can add in the text. What would be the most recent one where I used QB? Maybe I used it in BitSlayer? I did not use QB. Okay. Did I use it in the other one? PB6. I'm assuming I didn't use it in BitSlayer. I didn't use it in this, but I'll check. Oh, I can't even do anything in this. I guess it crashed. What would be the most recent one I used QB in? The reason why I'm looking for oh, I used it in this. Okay. That's good. The reason why I was looking for most recent is because I made a change where the letters are further apart from each other. Because it was a bit hard to read before. Or at least when there's a space. Okay, copy in fonts. In here, we're going to add a control. This will be full size. Everything will become a child of that control. This control is going to have a theme. The theme is going to have a default font of QB. Or why not just drag theme in? That works. So now if I show the level up screen, the font should be a decent size. There you go. Oh, the space thing isn't fixed. Okay, I'll have to fix that. So with this, I have to now make it so that it makes the snake stop. I have to make it so you can select a card. Space between words, yeah. It's a bit too close together right now. I thought I fixed it, but I guess I didn't fix it here. I'm gonna have to add in small wave. I'll add small wave first, then make the snake stop, and then work on selecting the card. And then implement some of the upgrades. Yeah, small wave first. So small wave I can copy from any of my old things. Small wave, copy it in. Then in here, we're gonna have small wave, and then custom effects, small wave. But eat 5 objects, it should show the small wave text correctly. There we go. It cuts it off a bit though, because I did not make it stop that. There we go. Clip contents is off. Next thing to do, make the snake stop. Hey, welcome in. I guess I could do a tween out of the timescale. Did I make the death screen ignore the timescale? I did not. So I guess I handle that custom. I'll just do it where it pauses for now. And maybe I can do a tween out later. But pausing will be easy. I can just do if persistor.getValue upgrading return for all the processes I need to do that on. So there, and then on Snake, pretty much. And then you'd no longer be able to do stuff. Here, if dead or upgrading. So if I eat 5 objects, it should show the level up screen, and then make it so you cannot move the snake anymore. And food will not spawn in anymore. There we go. Next thing to do, make it so you can select cards. I guess I'll also have to clean this up a bit. I have it so it listens for chests. I guess we're not really going to do that. Or maybe the boss will drop something. No. Yeah, I'll just... The boss will be defeated. Then I guess it will take you instantly into the upgrade screen. Is it a roguelike snake? Pretty much. There's some mechanics that aren't implemented yet. Eventually, you're going to be able to loop around objects, or create a loop around objects to collect them instead of directly running into them. Waiting on that being completed, though. The theme of the jam is loop. So the idea we had was basically Snake, except instead of stopping players from running into their own body, you have to do that to create loops around things. Yeah, I'm adding an upgrade system right now to upgrade yourself, because every game needs an upgrade system. I also have to make it so it populates the stats. Name text, type text. I'll keep... Do I want to keep type? I'll keep type for now just in case we want to separate. I can get rid of shape though. So in this we've currently got ready, and then the tags that we populate stuff into, and the clicks. So instead of this, we'll have to give a function that the level up screen calls to show whether it's clicked or not, and that will change based on whether the player hits A or D. Let me know when you're ready for a game to break. I'm ready anytime right now. It's been an hour of me looking at code, so I'm willing to do a break. There's one thing left to do in upgrades, but maybe doing it after game duel would make it easier to do. If you insist. Okay. Let's do some game duel. Ignore all those Firefox instances. You saw nothing. Alright, so this is going to be tied with the streak if we get this. Let's start off with a Stanley Parable. It is single player, not comedy. Newer game, possibly indie. Celeste. Newer game, okay. Buckshot Roulette. Not indie. Unfortunate. So that means it's adventure. Shooting from the hip? Is that a game? No. It's a newer game than 2023. What? Single player. Wait a sec, let it marinate? No, you gotta rapid fire the study ones first. If I know something's gonna be a good guess, I'm gonna guess it. Now we can marinate. Since I don't know what the heck to guess. Now that we're out of indie. It's gonna be third person, probably. Or it could be top down. Astrobot? That is recent. I'm willing to send that. Okay, so that's the correct year. It is third person. Not in-house engine. There's gonna be an ad break in a sec. I won't do any guesses during the ad break or anything. We can think about it. $2024, yeah. I probably have to do an Unreal check. This is very likely an Unreal game, I'm gonna say. It could be Unity, but I don't think it would be Unity. And I don't think it would be Frostbite. Hellblade? Is that a game? Senua's Sacrifice? Well, there's two of them. There's Hellblade and Hellblade 2. I'm assuming Hellblade 2 would be the more recent one. Okay, the ads are going now. Is anything going on in the Git repo? Doesn't look like it. It's just been my commits? Yeah. 2 is Unreal? Okay. I guess that once the ads are done. What do we have here? Okay, yeah, I already have myself marked down as upgrade system. I guess I can do screen shake as well. Maybe I'll have to re-implement the borders first. Add fences around zone 1. Can be collided with when you're in zone 1, but if you're in zone 2, you can eat them. Hence why the old borders were removed. So create that. This will be enhancement. And that'll be in the to-do. Yeah, these are the 4 things that are in progress right now. We've got the main menu being worked on, upgrade system being worked on by me, loop detection being worked on, and then the enemies being worked on. Upgrade system should take maximum an hour. And then I'll work on... Or I could work on dialogue. Let me add an issue for dialogue. Dialogue system. This would be a new feature. I'll assign myself. Yeah, I'll copy over the dialogue system we have in Devils in the Details. So it should be pretty quick, so I'll do that afterwards. I put in to do. Probably want to change it a bit so that we can add some tweens whenever the person talking talks. Some kind of jiggle, but you can see, nice. There's 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Ad break is over. Alright, there we get for all 3 minutes? Yeah, it's random what you get within the 3 minutes. So it's on Hellblade 2. Okay, it is Unreal Engine. This is a good clue time. It is by Sega and by Atlas. I don't know what Atlas is. It's a Sega game. The only Sega game I know is Sega All-Stars Racing. Is that an option here? It's not. Sega Bass Fishing? Oh, Persona? Persona 5 Royal. Correct franchise. It is newer than Persona 5 Royal, though. Phantom? I don't see a Phantom. Revelations? Is Revelations a new one? It seems new. I'm assuming it won't be 4, 3, or 2. So it'd be one of these. There's a remaster of 3. There's Reload. Wasn't there a remaster of all of them? Is that what Royal is as well? Or is the 3 remaster newer? The only one I really know of is Persona 4. I might send this one. Maybe Strikers or Tactics. I don't think it'll be Strikers, would it? It might be Strikers. Windows only? Oh, it is? Okay. So yeah, this is on PS5. What about the other one? I've done this, I guess. No, it's 2023. It is third person, but it's also bird view. Reload 3? It was 3 Reload. Okay. Nice. We'll do another one. Let's start with the source check. It is first person. Not indie, not comedy. Newer. Good spot to check for Unreal. I'll do it. Actually, no. Astrobot's third person. First person would be... Outlast? Sure. Outlast or Outlast 2. Unless it's, oh, it is indie? Okay. I don't really know it. What's the first person? What's the new hero shooter? I guess it won't be a hero shooter because that can also be third person. Maybe Unity. It doesn't. The vibes don't seem right for Unity. The vibes, yeah. You can tell when it's going to be Unity or not. We have no vibes so far. The vibe, there's very clear vibes. There's a lot of red. Code Vein. It's an Unreal game. See, I told you the vibes. And it is single player, multiplayer, and co-op. And that gets all the platforms. So it's PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Not an RPG. One of these two. Yeah, it's first person. Well, Code Vein isn't, but I wanted to send that for the other fields. What's the game released within that window? Is that too old? I don't really know Unreal games. When was City Skylines released? I guess that'd be Birdview. Never mind. Genre? True. Maybe we do some guesses to fish for genre. Shooter? What's a popular shooter? It won't be Titanfall, because Titanfall's Source. Modern Warfare? Doom? It could be a Doom. Would it be Eternal? Eternal seems like around that time, right? Or is Eternal too new? Show dates? 2014 to 2018. Because, what the heck did I do? Wait, how is it on the right side? What? What did I do? Okay, I guess we're doing that now. Remaster is 2016, so maybe just remaster? Doom New? Is that right? We're not going to question the text now, I guess. Okay. So that's the year. It is a only shooter. Were these hacks? I don't know. So it's another shooter in that year. I guess I might just start naming shooters. Modern Warfare. Okay, not that. What's another shooter? You're shooting from hip, let's think. I will shoot from the hip. Gotta get the guesses out, so I can get the hint. Far Cry? I forget what Far Cry looks like. But I'm willing to send it. Is that only shooter? Usually adventure? It wouldn't be CSGO. It wouldn't be Titanfall. It wouldn't be Apex. Fortnite? No, but because that would have the MOBA category, wouldn't it? Well, not MOBA. What am I thinking? Battle Royale. Battle Royale. Unless Battle Royale is part of themes, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I want to send one more. And then we can do the hint. It's a shooter, I know. Not Overwatch. Not Deadlock, because Deadlock is new. COD Doom. We've sent Doom and it wasn't Doom. We've sent COD. Gears of Warfare. Clancy. I was saying Gears. Gears of War 4. Oh, that's third person. Okay. Wrong franchise. Hint. Tripwire Interactive, Deep Silver, Iceberg Interactive. I don't know these devs. What are the yellows saying? Likely action? Yeah, I guess the only info is action here. Recognize it but not shooters? What games do you recognize it? Because maybe that would lead me to something. Payday? I mean, Payday could be it. Payday is a shooter. And I don't think there'd be something else Payday would be under. Gothic 3 and Ryzen? I don't know either of those. I know Payday though. It's Payday 3. Okay. I might send Payday 3. So I think it fits. I don't see anything that would stop it from fitting. Or maybe multiplayer? Yeah, maybe multiplayer doesn't fit it. Ask for reinforcements. Oh, I got a follow. Thank you for the follow. Tripwire. I think I actually recognize the name Tripwire. Commander Hive arrived. We've got a lot of green here, but unknown what that leads to. Here's live now. Me. Oh, I would need to do a new tab. Just a sec. There we go. Game to intermission. Yeah. So basically we've got, that's a shooter released in 2016, with the Unreal Engine, and it's first person. Dev is Tripwire Interactive, who I don't really know. This is impossible, should be obvious. You may not know the game. I'm willing to send Payday. I think it might be Payday. The only thing iffy about it is the multiplayer, but maybe there's some kind of multiplayer mode. Send it? Yeah. Payday 3. Wrong franchise. Okay. And it was multiplayer. Okay. Oh, but it has tactical. What games does Tripwire make? Tripwire is... I don't know, to be honest. This is way outside of my knowledge base. As soon as it shows the game, I'm gonna be like, of course I know that game, what the heck? It's also not on Switch or anything. Deep Sliver? Iceberg, I heard. Gothic Resin. What if I just send one of those? Or any of them shooters? If it is one of those, then I will come back to that message if so. Tripwire, tripwire, tripwire. Is there a more recent Quake game? We're thinking of heist games? I don't think it would be a heist game, because then it would be under tactical, based on what Payday was. Apex Legends? I don't think it would be a Battle Royale, though. Unreal Engine 2016? What if it's Unreal Engine itself? No. Okay. (2016) Unreal Tripwire. I guess I'll name shooters I know. So we got COD, Apex, Fortnite, Years of War, Titanfall, CSGO. We've already guessed a COD, so it's not COD. We have 3 guesses. Show themes? Theme is action. The only thing we know for sure is action. Everything else can't be inferred. A hint? There's no hint. No, we use the hint on developer. Borderlands? Who's the dev of Borderlands? I'm willing to send that, I think. Borderlands 3? Okay, it is not Borderlands. Oh, that's by Gearbox, right. It's kind of similar. You got Gearbox, you got Tripwires. They're both objects. I think I don't know this game. Yeah. What other shooters are there? It's definitely not Titanfall. Because that would be Source. The name is like 20% familiar to me. I think I've seen it somewhere. It's definitely not Valorant. Because then Riot would be there somewhere. Is there a game similar to Valorant? Is someone another expert? The pixel art is doing looks good. I guess it's a plant. Oh, you can start with me? Nice. Plant enemy. I guess I can see the preview over there. What other shooters are there? If you're IRL, nice. Are you in Europe? Well, I'm guessing you are in Europe based on your time zone. Yeah. I am not close to Europe. Noble, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How's your stream? And how's your game going so far? If anybody here knows, in the raid, knows who Tripwire Interactive is, and know what games they've made, let me know. Because I need to guess a game by Tripwire Interactive. But I can show you how my jam game is going right now. This is what it's looking like. You hatch out of the egg, and then you can move around, and then eat food. Once you eat enough. So once I eat 5. There, it shows a level up screen, and then it would have upgrades you can choose between. And then once you eat enough after that, you can then grow to a bigger size, kind of like how Spore, you grow through 4 different tiers. You'd become a bigger kind of snake. Pivoted to something new and it's going great, nice. Got the ring toss and working for a ring toss roguelike, nice. But yeah, my game is very close to actual Snake right now. That is going to change so that you have to loop around the things to collect them in the future. But I need a shooter released in 2016 by Tripwire Interactive for this. We're doing a game all round. If I get this, it will be a streak of 5, so new record. I think I'm out of shooters to guess. Tripwire COD? No, we've already guessed COD. And that is by these ones, Infinity Ward. Is there something with gun in the name or something? Enter the Gungeon. It will not be Enter the Gungeon. It's not Wizard with a gun. Typing of the Dead. Crisis? Because I know nothing about Crisis, I'm willing to send that. Killing Floor? It is Killing Floor 2. There we go. Nice. I have no idea what this game is. I've never seen this in my life. Again. Should we do one more? Do one more. Before we go back to coding. I'll start with Celeste. Possibly indie, new game, Buckshot Roulette. That's the correct year, not indie. So it's probably going to be an adventure game. And it's first person something else. This feels like a Unity game, to be honest. I don't know what Unity game was released around there. Actually, what if it's Overwatch 2? Oh, that's the year before. Okay. Not Blizzard, not an in-house engine. It's either probably Unity or Unreal. Most likely a shooter. I'll do Titanfall for a source check. When did Titanfall 2 come out? I might just send it anyways. The game was probably single multiplayer co-op. Immortals of Averum? What is that? It is here. I have no idea what that game is. Which makes me think it's not going to be the answer. Magical COD. I'm going to send Titanfall 2. Okay, so it's adventure shooter, not source. I could send Immortals of Averum. Wait. What's the other game? Is this a MOBA? Wait, is this Deadlock? Is Deadlock... Deadlock's the name, right? The Valve game. Yeah? Okay, so Deadlock isn't an option here, so I guess it's not Deadlock. Based on it being a shooter, I'm guessing it's going to be a Battle Royale, then. Avowed? I also have no idea what that is. What engine's that in? When did Overwatch 2 come out? I guess it's not Blizzard, never mind. Oh, I already guessed that. Battle Royale. The main Battle Royales I know are Apex, Fortnite, and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I don't think I know much outside of that. I might just do an Unreal check with Code Vein. What's the anime Battle Royale? There's an anime Battle Royale? I don't know that one. The characters can go 2D. This sounds interesting. I have no idea which game that is, though. I might... Here, I'm going to do an Unreal check. Not Unreal. And then Clue. Action, science fiction, open world. So it's an open world game. Wait. What if it's virtual reality? Vintage Story? No, Vintage Story would be indie. Never mind. Starship Flying Game? No Man's Sky? Is that what the one you're thinking of? I guess that would be too old. There's also Star Citizen. That isn't officially released yet, though. Do they have Star Citizen on here? Oh, they do. To be honest, I don't know what the official date Star Citizen would have on here. I don't think it was made in the main engines, though. Hey, welcome in. It is open world. It is a shooter. It is adventure. And it is sci-fi. Maybe I send it? That's considered indie? Excuse me. I guess it is technically indie, but like, come on. Oh, virtual reality is over here. Okay. When was Starfield? Maybe Starfield's around there. Did I... Okay, yeah, I did a only single player guess. Actually, what if instead of that, it's just single player co-op, no multiplayer? Maybe that would make the most sense. It's probably space because the spot. Because the... It's probably space because the sci-fi tag. The Bioshock? Maybe. What engine's Bioshock in? Oh, not open world? Yeah. It's either Unity or some other engine like Frostbite. Maybe we do a Unity check. That might not help us though. Outer Worlds? I don't think it would be that. I've never heard of that game before. We do some fishing. Is there a Unity game that's single player and co-op only? Overcooked? Is Overcooked Unity? Something Arc, maybe? Maybe. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to send Overcooked too. It will not be this, but this will give info. This will say whether it is single player and co-op only, or if there's another thing. Because that hasn't been checked yet. And it will also check to see if it's Unity. Because I believe this was made in Unity. There's a multiplayer mode? What? Oh, I guess you can do versus. Okay. So it's not Unity, which means it's one of the random AAA engines, probably Frostbite or something. What engine was Arc? Arc is on Unreal? Okay, yeah. What are the Frostbite games? Also, what's the RE Engine games? Because RE Engine is also an option. Maybe it is an MMO. The rest would be too old. Where's the Horizon sequel? I have no idea. What have you gone wrong in the platforms? Nothing. Because everything I've guessed has been on PC. This is out of my knowledge base. When did the Pokemon-like game come out? What's that one called? Pokemon with guns. Not Power World? Do we know that? What engine's Power World in? Actually, it might be Unreal. At least Unreal makes sense. Oh, I know be indie. Yeah, okay. Baldur's Gate is not very sci-fi, is it? I don't think it would be Baldur's Gate. Maybe it is. Is Baldur's Gate a 2024 game, though? Thank you for the follow. I wouldn't really qualify that as a shooter. I guess that would also be RPG. So yeah, I don't think it would be that. BG was 2023, okay. I wouldn't say it's a shooter, though. Maybe they consider it a shooter? Don't know what we were doing, but I'm here for it. We're currently guessing a game based on the categories it's given. So we know it's a shooter, open world, sci-fi, in 2023, or released in 2023, and you can be both first person and third person at points within the game. And it's not in any of these engines, so it's not in Godot, not an in-house engine, not Source, not Unreal, not Unity. Which limits the choices down a lot. But I don't know what it would be. One engine was Baldur's Gate. Is it an Assassin's Creed game? I don't think so. I don't think there's a more recent Assassin's Creed. Baldur's Gate was unique. So that would be considered an in-house engine, I guess. Oh, Divinity Engine? Would Divinity Engine be separate here? I feel like that would be considered an in-house engine. Is Baldur's Gate only first person, third person, or can you also go into bird's view? I'm overcooked myself. They also use Unreal 5 though, so I'm not sure how they classified that. Yeah. I guess that would be a yellow on that. But since it wasn't yellow, it's not. I have no idea. It's open world, which is weird. Open world shooter. Maybe I just send it for info. But then we only have one life left. I think the streak is gone. There's no way I'm gonna guess this. I don't think. I might send Baldur's Gate 3 for info. Horizon for info? Which Horizon? Zero Dawn? Forbidden West? Is that an option here? Oh, it is. Dark and Darker was released in 2023. Not sci-fi and possibly Unreal. What engine's Horizon Forbidden West? Same as Death Stranding, forget the name. So if it shows it with other games, it could be listed here. And this fits all the categories. It's open world. It's first person, third person, no other perspectives. I'll send it. It's considered an RPG. Okay, it was listed, but it's not that engine. Years off by 1. Thinking Outer Worlds. Can't remember if that's also third person though. I think somebody else said Outer Worlds before. Based on that, I'm going to send it. Then that would be 2 people that said it. So Tears of the Kingdom, it would not be Zelda because that would not be released on PC. What engine was this made in? Zelda Shooter? Genshin Impact? It could be a MiHoYo game, to be honest. I think they use Unity, though. Where are other MiHoYo games? There's Genshin. Hydrate? I don't have water, surprisingly. I'll go grab some during the next ad break. I might just send something. Somebody give me an option, I'll send it. There's no way we're getting this. Or I can scroll up and find an option. Oh wait, there's Baldur's Gate. I might just send Baldur's Gate. What do we think? Go down with the ship. And just send it. There's a chance it's Baldur's Gate. I think a very low chance, but there's a chance. You're gonna send, might as well go Starfield? True. What engine's that? In-house? It will not be in-house because in-house is red. Unless it's listed separately for some reason. Just sometimes it is. Space game? Yeah. I think it was sent Starfield. Maybe it's listed. Oh, that didn't even send. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. What? Snowdrop engine. Ubisoft game. Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten that. And yeah, it was single player co-op. Okay, we'll rip the streak. Back to some development work. Forgot about that game entirely? I've never even heard of it. Okay, so the thing I was working on was the upgrade screen. So I need to make the card selectable, right? So I'll comment out the mouse handlers. And then do func card selected, pass, func card deselected, pass, and then func card picked, pass for now. And then I'll put in the code into those. I'm asleep, good luck playing with your snake. That is something that could be taken out of context, but thank you. There's gonna be an ad break in a sec. Once ads start, I'm gonna go grab some water for the hydrate regime. Enjoy your sleep, Nobable. What was that game called? It was Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I saw Pand in the title, and then my mind was like, Kung Fu Panda? The whole game? Yeah, it's Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. You guess it? Oh, this. Snowdrop Engine, single player co-op, Ubisoft. Why did they list it under one? First person, third person. Oh, the guessing game? Yeah, it's Game Dull. Sure, I can link it. I'm assuming you're in ads. Okay. I'll be back. I'll go grab some water. Okay. I'll get some water. Hey, Car. Welcome in. Okay, we're gonna have to copy all the code into these three. There's a clicked emit. Oh, and then I read that in the card system. Okay. Maybe I don't have a card picked. I just copy these code blocks into here. Remove the things from this. And then get rid of clicked. And then in the level up screen, we check to see the player input, and then based on whether the player hits left or right, it swaps which card's selected. Okay, welcome back everybody from the ads. I just moved around some code in the card script, but I didn't do much. Do I already have a process? I do not. Okay, so I'm gonna do func process. Oh yeah, I copied in the upgrade code I made in Accio. I forget if you were in that jam or not, but once you hit a certain score now, it shows the upgrade screen. Like this. Don't see ads, don't know which ad block is working, but one of them is. Nice. I don't think I have a working Twitch ad block currently. Actually, yeah, I don't, because I see ads. If input dot is action just pressed, left bar card equals zero, or card picked, or card selected would be the better name. And card selected is greater than 0, card selected minus equal 1. LF right, and card selected is less than 2. We do a plus equal 1. Oh, but there's a card selected function. Selected card. There we go. And then in here, we do a call to the card. Do I store them somewhere? There's card container. Oh, this is in level up card. Oh wait, why did I put this in? Okay, that's why there's cards selected. Okay, I need to go into the level up screen. Go over here. Card selected. Is there a process in here? There is. If shown, then check these. Get a reference to the cards. New card, card container, add child, and I need an array for our cards equals new array. Cards equals empty array. Cards dot push back, new card. And then over here, cards selected. Dot select card. And then over here, in the previous one, we do a deselect card. Let's test it out. So that should make the cards go up and down once I do W and S on them. Invalid access of object or index 0 on a base object type array. Because that hasn't been populated yet. And cards dot size equals 3. Access a function deselect card. What do I call it? Card deselected, card selected. Okay. So I can get that. Get 5 objects again. I could just set it to 1. That'd be easier. And there we go. Now I can move through the cards. The small wave's a bit broken though. Where's Markdown? Here. Small wave effect. And that would be fixed. Then I have to... I guess I'm going to start it on 0.5. No, because if I do a 0.5, I'm going to have to account for that. But what if I do account for that? Here. If card selected equals 0.5, card selected minus equal 0.5, else -1, and then same thing here. The reason why I'm doing 0.5 is because that lets you start on the leftmost or the center card, depending on which one you click. And then here I'm going to do if input dot is action just pressed space. It would do on card clicked. And then key is going to be card selected, or and not card selected equals 0.5 dot key. There's a key property in here, right? There's not. So where do I store the key? Oh, and data. Data.key. And then theoretically, once the upgrade screen gets up, you'd be able to click space to purchase that upgrade. The small wave is working, space, that goes away, and then the game starts again. Nice. It actually worked without crashing, that's the first. And then once I hit 10, it should make me increase in size. There we go. And it's also a level up. Okay, that works pretty well. Maybe I should make the level up something that isn't mod 5 though. When things spawn in, so on refresh upgrades, I'm going to set card selected back to 0.5. And I'm going to commit this. Add audio. Not audio. Add upgrades. There we go. Kind of scared about finishing my game in time. Still have a lot to do still. There's still 2.5 days. Plenty of time. And the last 2 days are the weekend. Yeah, if you think you're not going to hit it, then try to reduce scope a bit. And then if you have extra time, you can add in the things you cut out. But try to see what's the minimum thing you need. Have more time in weekdays than in weekends? I see. Yeah, you probably need to reduce scope then. Everything is on a grid. The tweening is visual only. There's another coder that's working on the looping around system. Asked a question, so I had to respond to that real quick. Okay. The last thing I want to add in was the dialogue system. So I'm going to pull up Devils in the Details. Do I have that? I don't think I do. So I will download the source code, which will be on GitHub. That would be for Good Old WoW Jam 76. No, 69. This one. Git clone this. Data structure. So we copied that. Good old WoW Jam 69. Then I'll open that up in Godot. The snake position history is just positions aligned to the, and then position aligns to the grid, and then it tweens to the next one for the next part of the snake. Okay, so in this, there's a dialogue component here. Yeah, I'm gonna copy that. Unless I already have that here. What do I have for dialogue? Oh, it is basically here. Maybe I don't have to do that. Globals, components, dialogue, add. How is dialogue triggered? Listen for any on trigger. If has trigger data.trigger. Dialogue.values. If L key has trigger. Trigger goes trigger. Okay, what do I do for dialogue here? Parts, dialogue. Okay. So over here, I'm going to go into the parts folder, create a dialogue folder. Test.txt. And do Dialogue test. The inside of a loop has to be in area 2D for it to work. Why not just take the... Actually, no, that different values. I was gonna say, why not just take the maximum values on all sides? You can't do that. So for the loop, let me pull up Paint. So we got this. And this, the cutoff in history would be here. And then you just take these ones. Let's say you do something like this. And then intersect there. It would be here. The issue is if you go over here, so it doesn't actually count, and then connect here. What if we make it so you can't go over yourself without making a loop, and then just make the region in the snake history between the two histories where it collided, take the max and min values for the area. Hey, welcome in. I'm currently adding in a dialogue system to the game I'm working on. But it's essentially Snake, except instead of collecting things directly, you would loop around them to collect them. The looping is not implemented yet, though, so it is basically just Snake at the moment. And then once I collect one more food, it's going to show the level up screen. And you would select an upgrade, and then keep going. This is awesome. It's only been like a day and a half. Yeah. I went for very easy scope this time. Some of the art or placeholders, like the frog here, that's from an older game I made. I have to wait for the artists to make assets for those. I barely got anything. I mean, that's fair. Game jams are all about learning, so the more you do them, the more you get used to them. I've done way too many game jams, which is why I tend to be faster. I also have a team I'm doing it with, which allows you to do progress a lot faster. Make the corners of the loop a polygon for bounding. Next to it is a list of loops. Okay. Yeah, there's another team member that's working on the looping system right now. So they're chatting in our Discord. We like the animations? Thank you. It is all tweens. If I go into the snake body real quick, we've got a spawn tween for spawning in, some tweens for when you eat food. I guess that's pretty much it, to be honest. And there's tweens for all the other objects. Didn't 8 jam start off this jam really working quick, but it's slowing down now? Yeah, that's fair. That's typically what would happen around the middle of a jam. And then near the end, you have the end of jam rush. Is it on Godot? Yes. I've changed the colors a bit, though. Because I don't like the default colors. So it's more like the Cat Bertrine theme. I think I've slightly swapped it from that, though. It's around similar colors, though. Working in Uni, nice. Dialogue. This is test text. Over here, what if I go into world and then on process if input dot get action or is action just pressed space trigger dot trigger test dialogue. Did I call it test dialogue or did I call it dialogue test? Dialogue test. So if I do this, this should be a test of the dialogue. Or it doesn't actually show it. Okay. Never mind. First time doing a full project, so just hoping to get something functional. Fair enough. Good luck getting something out. Welcome to the Game Jam community. Would you say that Godot is similar to Unity? It's more similar to Unity than other engines are to Unity. There's some differences within it, but the transition from Unity to Godot is not bad. The largest difference would be the fact you can only put one script on one object. So if you want to have multiple scripts attached to an object, you have to give it children and then attach one script to each of those children. Yeah, most of everything else is the same, though. And if you're coding in GDScript, there's a lot faster build times. So like if I click play here, it will instantly boot up the game. Whereas if I was using Unity right now, it might take 10 seconds to compile. If I want to export to web or something, it takes 1 minute maximum, probably less than that. But that's because it's using a scripting language as opposed to a compiled language. But that's one reason why I swapped to Godot. Took me like 3 hours to make the full movement script. I'd say it's a pretty good time for a movement script, though. I guess it depends how complex the movement is, but I'd say it's pretty good. Check what's inside the loop by just getting an array of tower positions in the loop and checking that against the enemy fruit positions. Array of tower positions in the loop and checking that against the enemy fruit positions with the positions converted to be within the grid space. The 2D colliders can be swapped over pretty easily. Just making a pretty simple game. It's 2D puzzle platform based on time loops. Nice. So why did this not trigger the dialogue? Did it actually fire? It's not firing. Why not? Space is mapped to space. Do I not have a log for when I trigger something? Oh, I guess I don't. I'm going to print key for now. Okay, yeah, I do dialogue test. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. That is called if connections has any. Print any print callback. Is it actually calling the callback? It is. Okay, so that's fine. So then in dialogue, why is it not showing? You do a bunch of different jams for GMTK. I do a bunch of jams. Usually it is GMTK, Brackies, sometimes go to a wild jam, and I also help host a jam called D2 Jam. And then I've been building up the site for that. And that is, let me pull it up. So let me pull up in incognito so I get to the splash page. But that's the site. So most of the site work for this is done by me. And this is a jam not hosted on itch. Wild Jam and GMTK is all I've done so far. It's just as in Brackies though too. Or two though. Yeah, Brackies is pretty good. Yeah, something I just add to this site is the ability to translate to a bunch of different languages. So you can see if I hover over Japanese here, the text swaps to Japanese in the center. And then you could also swap the color scheme to like hot dog or something. That's what I've been working on. And then now I'm on a GMTK detour. And after GMTK ends, I'll be doing more work on that site again. Okay, so trigger dialogue on trigger. I'm going to print the data and see what it gives us. Trigger is dialogue test. Has trigger. Print key. Print foul key. Triggers. Oh, triggers customer on that. Right, so it's a separate thing. That's why it wasn't firing. So I have to go to parts, dialogue. Trigger is going to be dialogue test. I'm thinking, I think I'm going to do the B1T, the jam where you have to make a game with only 2 colors. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun to do. It's not something I'm used to, because I'm used to making everything vibrant. Okay, so now I'm clicking space, it's not doing anything still. So what's happening now? Print with an space separator. These two. What's dialogue going to be? Probably the tutorial system will be the only thing using it. Color correction changes my games a lot. 2 colors would be very hard. Okay, it is true. So it is getting that it has trigger. And then trigger dialogue. Dialogue triggered. Dialogue is get dialogue. If not dialogue, return. So print out the dialogue. What do we get? It is null, so it's not getting the dialogue correctly. Lines. Trigger lines. So print trigger lines. I'm going to head out. I hope your jam goes well. Thank you. Enjoy whatever you're going out to do. Okay, so in this we've got the trigger rules. Oh, it's because we've got rules. I'll do unique. No day a week. There we go, and then the dialogue shows up. Minimize handler is a click. Don't want that though. What are we gonna want? We want to stop dialogue after a bit. So we want a function to stop dialogue. And then also changing to new dialogue when there's new. The others asleep, don't know how I'm not tired yet. It's 4 AM. Should probably get some sleep. Especially if it's not the last couple of days of the jam. Because then you feel it in the last days. I'll do a test map. Invalid access to clicked. Right, because minimize handler's gone. Func on hide. Elif data.trigger equals hide dialog. Call on hide. And I'll do another test, test 2. That would be mapped to Y. Test 2. Dialogue hide. Is it dialogue hide or hide dialogue? Hide dialogue. My brain's fried, tired or not. So if we click T, the dialogue shows up. It kind of blocks things right now though. If I hit Y, it hides. And if I hit T again, it doesn't show up because that was a one-shot. So I'm going to change the dialogue system around a bit to handle this format. Actually, I guess this is fine. If I do multiple lines, I'll make it go every couple seconds or something. But I'll commit this. Git commit add, git commit add dialogue system. You push origin main. There we go. So we've added that in. Let me go to the repo. Projects, coding tasks. And then I will close off upgrade system and dialogue system. Because those are in now. The actual data just has to be added. How many people are in your team? There's three people doing coding. Well, 3.5 because one of the artists is as well. 2 artists. 2 people doing sound. And then there's 2 people doing quality assurance right now. I'm going to move this into backlog because that's going to be dependent on how these zones are set up. That's why the game looks so polished already. Yeah, most of the stuff you're seeing here is actually my code though. 2 of the coders haven't pushed code to main yet. So pretty much everything you see is my code and one of the artists' art. And everybody else is still working on their stuff. Okay, that's screen shake into here. Maybe I should do that. I don't have anything to test it against. Maybe I can just spawn an object real quick. Yeah, I'll assign myself to that. I'm gonna start working on it. Oh, I guess I should probably say this. One thing to note is that the camera zooms out at points. So with a grid, the grid would change. Yeah, I sent that into the coding chat because they're talking about that kind of thing. I can give an example. Where's the size changes here? Oh, do a recording. Eat the egg, eat a fruit. Eat this. And then eat this. Double width and height. 4 times size. Every time. There we go. Okay, now I'll set the values back for these. I could do a visual representation of the XP. Maybe that would go at the top. Similar to what I did in Accio. Vera, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How's your stream? You can see the game I'm working on in the background here. Currently, it's basically just Snake. Shut out. There we go. I'm not following you yet. Let me remedy that. Did the raid work? It did work. I can see the raid right there. Welcome in. So we can do expansions on 30, 90, 150 for now. How do we want to do the XP amount here? What did I do for Accio for that? Maybe I just doubled it. I need to raid and run for I am fair. Enjoy your sleep. If I do to have 2, so level 2 would be 4 times 5 would be 20. That's way too much of an increase. Yeah, it ignores fence right now. Yeah, When the QA testers sent a message. Everyone, thank you. Here, I'll just see what I did in Accio. For the XP. That's from chest. That's not what I want. And over here. Okay, card collect false. On player level up. So how is the player leveled up? That's on main level. Where's the base? It's not loading scene. Not main menu. It's test.tsdn. Okay. So in test, we got this, player level up is a signal from not the player. What is in the player? Signal level up. Oh, here. Okay, so in player, where is that emitted? Emit signal level up. XP to level. XP increase multiplier. So that is 1.2. Okay, I can do that. What's the exponents? I guess it's just POW. Oh no, you can do double star. Okay, this works. Such an upgrade. So that's from 5. So this time it should be from 11, I guess. Or 12. Okay, I think this is fine. I can't really do balancing until the loop system's in. But this is a good base. Okay, it's gonna be selected. Alright, it's gonna be an ad break in a sec. During the ads, I'm probably going to make the fences collide again, and then make it so you can eat them afterwards. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go to world, time map layer 2. Instead of green, I'll just swap these to be brown. There we go. Then in grass.png, I'll swap the fences. To be separate. So add this, everything here. One, two, three. I think. Yeah. This also goes down. I have to fill this in. This is straight up, this is straight across. What's the difference between these two? Oh, I guess one is grass above, one's grass below. Got it. Okay, I'll fill this in. Get these. I guess move the green grass down. And fill this in. Okay, welcome back everybody from the ads. I'll just be editing the textures. Select all these. Move them down. Put this in. Select these, move them down. Other side as well. It's just the same thing but flipped. No, there's a slight difference. Save. Now over here, it's gonna be like this. And then I'll do another tile map layer. Tile map. Oh, I guess I can't do the fences on a tile map because I'm gonna spawn them in as things you can destroy. What I can do is do no 2D fences. Do a no 2D for fence. This has the sprite. This is an area 2D. And it has a collision shape. That is going to be a rectangle. I was going to say square, but... This is going to be set to the grass texture. Actually, I'll just separate the fences out into their own image. So over here, we got fence.png, animation 8 h-frames. It's going to be set to 1 for now. Okay, now transform. Halfway over, halfway over. Oh no, it's negative. Okay, now frame will be this one. Now I will... So this... Is there a way to make a variant? So I can save a scene and then do a variant afterwards. So this is fence, top right. Create new scene. That's not a duplicate though. New inherited scene. This would be fence top. Sprite will be zero, I guess. Yeah, it would be 0, I think. And then over in world, we can move in a top fence over here. And that connects up. Oh no, it's the other one. So frame 2. There we go. Now instead of doing that manually, I'll do a dynamic population. I'll set up all the variants first though. What if instead of doing variants, I should do the same one and then set the frame? I guess we'll do that. Oh, I deleted the wrong fence. Delete fence T, rename this to just fence. Move it out into source because I don't need the folder anymore. It just says fence. I get rid of this one. Save this. In world, we're going to delete these. Oh, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How's your stream? May the balls be with you. I'm currently working on a game for the GMTK Jam. I can play it real quick. So this is what it looks like right now. It's basically just a snake at the moment. You can eat things. After a bit, I'll get enough XP to level up. There we go. And then you can select an upgrade to level up to. So let's say I select this one. Then you go back to the game with that upgrade. At a certain point, I'm probably not going to trigger it now because I changed the value to be very high. But at a certain point, you grow in size. And then the camera zooms out to a larger playing field. Good man, I've got tired kiddos that need to go to bed, so I'm going to raid and run. Fair enough. Hope your stream goes well. Thank you. Appreciate the raid. And good luck with putting your kids to bed. Gonna need it? Yeah. Okay, back to fences. So over here, we'll get a reference to the fences object. And then a reference to the fence object. And then on ready, this is going to be for I in range 026. Our new fence equals fence.instantiate. Cool game so far, you made some good progress, thank you. if I equals 0, new fence dot direction equals 0. LFI equals 26, new fence dot direction equals 2. I might just map it to what is in the image. So this would be 7 and 6. Else it would be 2. And then new fence, or fences dot add child new fence. New fence dot position equals these. J is going to be -12. Okay, so that should spawn the fences in. Now in fence, we're going to make a fence script. Get a variable called direction. Default that to 1. And then in ready, the sprite.frame is going to be set to direction. There we go. Now we can hit the fence again. And if I expand the size out, actually, I'll make it easy to expand it out. If score is greater than 2, then it expands. And the fence is there. Okay, so there's some slight things wrong. Oh, it's not inclusive? Okay. Now I'll have to do 4. So what I have to do with this is I have to change this to be -1 and this +2. Except now those are the wrong ones on the end, but it pretty much works. And I can hit it and get knocked back and die. I equals -1, I equals 27. I'll do another one here for new fence 2. The directions are going to be 4, 5, 0. And instead of -12, this is going to be 360 plus 12. I didn't swap this to new fence 2. So that should be the top and bottom fences. So test to make sure that worked. And then if it did, then I'll do the left and right fences. And that seems to be working. Okay. Now I'll do left and right fences. So this would be in a different loop. For I in range, -1. $16. Spawn new fences. This will be -12, and then I times 24 times, or plus 12. And then over here, It is 640 plus 12. Wait. Yeah, okay, no, that's right. 1515. And instead of these directions, it will only be one direction. The one on the left... Wait, these are the exact same, aren't they? Which one is which? I guess I'll do 1 and then 3. So this should be all the fences. Like that. Nothing happened here. Oh, it went one too many. I see what happened. So I have to do 0... 15. There we go. That's slightly off, but other than that, it is good. Yeah, I do a plus 24. No, it's plus 24 here. That's interesting. Wonder why that happened. Oh, it doesn't line up at all. What did happen? Is that how it was? This was on the left, this was on the right. Huh. I don't know why it doesn't line up then. Oh, wait. No, that shouldn't affect it. So let me just test in the world real quick. So if I have one here, it's minus 12, and then 6, 52, so plus 12. Okay. $652. So this should be 640 plus 12, which is what I did. Except that isn't the case. Oh, I set new fence direction here. Is that the thing causing issues? No. Yeah, it's extremely weird. Yeah, I'll look into that later. I guess I'll do the fence eating now. So when the game starts, it's going to be persister dot persist data zone 1. I'll do that in world. And then when it expands here, it will set the zone to 2, 3, and 4. In Snake, well, first I'll assign the fences to a group. So over here in groups, we'll make a fence group. Then in the head collision, LF area is in group fence. It will eat it. But it'll only eat it if persister dot get value zone is greater than or equal to 2. So now I expand, and if I touch that, I eat it. There we go, now we can eat the fences. If I restart and I touch the fence, I should not be able to eat it. There we go. Okay, that works. Okay, let me fix the issue with the fences now. So position is set to 640 plus 12. What are they actually set to? Is the grass tufts? Where's the fences? Here. They'll be at the bottom. 652, 276. Okay. I should probably have died on the corner. Let me do that. There we go. So if I move this, I have to do one of the upper ones. Then move. $516, $372. No, it's just an X position. I guess they spawned out of order. Let's decrease this down to something here. So we got that. What will it take to line up? Um, 660. It looks like. Why'd it be 660? Interesting. I'll do it. So eat that. Eat it again. And now it is lined up. Is it still broken? Is which part still broken? Oh. I guess it is. Maybe I have to restart my PC or something to fix that. That's weird. I'm not sure what would cause it. I have an idea. What if it's because the overlay is open for too long? If I go to the app manager, close the overlay, and then open the overlay, and now I train yeet. Okay, it's because the overlay is open for too long. Interesting. Okay. I guess the OBS WebSocket times out for some reason. I have to fix that. Okay, let me push this. Git status, git add everything, git commit. Let the user eat fences. Alright, and then changes are in. We do a build of that. Wrong repository. And now it's making a build for the QA to test. I guess I'll check off the fence task. Add fences around zone 1. Assign to me. Close. Alright, so this is pretty good progress. The base gameplay is back in. So now when you hit the wall, you take damage again. Items spawn, there's the upgrade system that's been started, so you'll be able to choose upgrades. Like here, there's the size increases, and then there's some dialogue that I'll be testing, where dialogue goes there, and then there's another. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's because cards weren't cleared yet. Ooh, I have to fix that. But yeah, there's also the dialogue that can be shown in hidden. Maybe I set cards to an empty array once it hides. So when you select an upgrade here, cards is set to an empty array. And that would fix it. Hydrate. Hydrate on a good night. Night, Bucky. I'm probably gonna raid out in a sec. once I make sure this bug is fixed. Okay, seems like it is. Yeah, if I mash... Oh, there's a bug there. That had to be fixed. Okay, seems like it's good. Let me push this. Git add everything, git commit. Fix crash on card selection. And I'll make another build. There we go. Alright, that should be it for today. Should be back streaming again tomorrow, doing more work in the game. Hopefully the flood fill is done at that point, and then I can start working on stuff relating to that, but... if it's not, I'll probably just be working on miscellaneous other polished features. I've already started, like the upgrade system. Who is streaming right now? Finn is playing No Signal. Small Block Boy is doing the GMTK Jam. So I could raid into Small Block Boy. Who else is live? We've got Astray Ray is live again. Gizmos Games. Let's go into Small Block Boy, see what Small Block Boy is doing. Alright, thanks so much for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably same stream time I did today. So yeah. Yeah, usual stream time. And then I'll probably be streaming again on Saturday and Sunday. If you're sub to the sub chicken, jump into chat. There you go. If you're not sub to the non-sub chicken, just put into chat there. And we'll give Small Block Boy a bunch of chickens. They also have a honk redeem, so you could redeem the honk redeem. But I have no idea what game they're making for the jam, so we'll go see. And goodbye. Oh wait, where's Terracord? Before I raid out, I need to have access to my music so I can mute it. There we go. Okay, bye.